Hey everyone. So today we're looking at a catalyst actually. But I mean, it is still technically a weapon. The catalyst we are looking at today is the powerful Pyromancy Flame. The centerpiece of any pyro build. The one catalyst that can cast pyromancies. I don't think I need to go into any more detail about how powerful it is. If you know how strong pyromancy is, you know how strong this catalyst is. So this is a pretty early build. I don't have any of the really good moves yet. But what we do have is Fire Orb, which just does ridiculous damage for an early game spell. I was kicking the Crystal Sage's butt with it until its second phase. And then we have Profuse Sweat, which is better than Flash Sweat in every single way you can possibly think of. So instead of just increasing fire absorption, it increases all of your Why can I not talk lately? It increases all of your resistances. So yeah, obviously the Pyromancy Flame is kind of insane. Especially once you get the Chaos Bed Vestiges. Once you get that spell, you basically won. Okay, that spell is like the, what is it called? Petulant Mist of Pyromancy. That thing can, or I guess it's more like the Crystal Soul Spear. Just one-shotting everything. A real glass cannon spell. Which, if you guys don't know what a glass cannon is, it's something that hits really hard but can't really take a hit. Like the Crystal Sage. Anyways, it's a true glass cannon move. But instead of not being able to really take a hit, it can't be used too often. It requires a lot of focus. I've never gone that far with the Pyromancer. I've never used it personally, but I've seen it used on YouTube. It is a truly insane spell, and basically, if you see someone casting a spell with a flaming hand, or if you just see someone with a flaming hand in general in Dark Souls, it's the Pyromancy Flame. Which means they can use all these badass pyromancies that just kick butt. So, of the pyromancies I've actually gotten a chance to use before, I'd say my favorite is maybe Profuse Sweat. It's not an offense, but the amount it allows you to tank is kind of insane. It's like you're putting on weightless armor. It's like Iron Flesh, basically, but it doesn't slow you down. It's just a really good defensive move. And that's what I love about it. And my camera's messed up again. Sorry about that. So, what do I think of the Pyromancy Flame as far as power and as far as just how I feel about it? So as far as power, it's one of the most powerful items in the game. How early can it be obtained? It can literally be used before fighting Ludex by choosing the Pyromancer. So it's literally as early game as you're gonna get. If you don't start as a Pyromancer, you can get it after asking to learn Pyromancy from Cornix in the Undead Settlement. So even if you don't choose Pyromancer, it's still early game. And this weapon's power is basically, like most catalysts, solely dependent on the spells you have access to. So basically, if you have something like Chaos Bed Vestiges, yeah, this thing is an insta-win. That spell is like... It is the Crystal Soul Spear of Pyromancy. Now, what do I think of it myself? I love the Pyromancy Flame. It's the core item in my favorite build of all, Pyromancy, which is just a really, really fun build. And if you like to see explosions, this is the build for you. I'm trying to find an enemy so I can just showcase the unstoppable force of a Pyromancy attack. I guess I killed them all already. Well, I guess you guys have seen Fire Orb in action plenty. But Fire Orb isn't even half as damaging as Chaos Bed Vestiges from what I've seen. That spell is absolutely OP, but it eats your focus. So yeah. Even though it's not technically a weapon, I consider it a weapon for the weapon showcase because it is technically a weapon, but it's not really. But my favorite offensive item in the entire game is the Pyromancy Flame. Plus, I mean, you're holding fire. How badass is that? Anyways, that's what I think of the Pyromancy Flame. My favorite item in all of Dark Souls history.